Hi, everybody. It's been a while. Hope you missed me already. So this is going to be a session about digital marketing strategies, how mostly, not about them, how to create them, how to work around them, because you guys know everything about it. I assume everybody here is a digital marketeer, owns or runs an agency or technology, or you work in a company. It's mostly about implementing those strategies, how to get them implemented. And it's not even about having a successful strategy, it's about implementation. And the second part of this presentation is going to be marketing automation, how it facilitates our strategy. Yesterday, I believe there was a session on marketing automation. How many of you have attended the marketing automation session yesterday? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we got about 30% of the audience. And how was it, guys? You liked it? Reaction, yeah, it was good. All right. And in general, let's do a couple of more interactive surveys. I just want to, guys, live you up a little bit. Come on. How many of you use marketing automation tools nowadays? 1, I see 1, 2, 2, 3. Got only, okay, we've got 4 people in a crowd. All right. And the rest, do you know what is marketing automation in general, how it works? Yeah, everybody? Okay. Well, if you don't know yet, we're going to talk about it later. So this is what we're going to talk about, and it's mostly about implementation and how to make our lives easier as entrepreneurs, as the digital marketeers. Key takeaways for this presentation would be the implementation of strategies, comparing that. In line with that, we're going to compare it to business strategy, to digital strategy and business strategy together, how to marry those two concepts and why it is important. We're going to talk about marketing automation, and mostly about the funnel, marketing funnel, how to build a right funnel. I'm going to give you multiple examples from our own experience from 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗢𝗪. Technologies. We work with enterprises across industries such as hospitality, automotive, healthcare, real estate, fintech, you name it. And I'm going to give you the real examples of the companies we work with. And we're going to also talk about closing the gap between the technology, being marketing automation, AI, and actually how to implement the strategy. So closing that gap. First of all, this is me. I'm kuralaysonrisa, originally from Kazakhstan, lived in Dubai for the past almost 10 years, give it a take. And I work with 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗢𝗪, Technologies, which is a Finnish marketing technology solutions and services provider. And we are providing SaaS solutions to the enterprise, SMEs. And my expertise are primarily in marketing automation, social media strategies, everything that develops or evolves around the strategy. Apart from that, I'm building a platform where I coach anybody on digital marketing career, the skills, the strategy building, and so on. Well, maybe also, it's also to mention on a personal level, I'm also a mother of 2 kids. How many of you have kids here? Good. Yes, we have more people have kids than using marketing automation. Great. Yes, so yeah, I have kids. I love sports. Yeah, all that stuff, guys. So in terms of digital strategies, let's talk about that. In digital strategies, usually what we think is straight away is the channels, is the product or service. And the aim of the strategy is to connect, basically, how do we take the product and service and connect it to your consumer, to your customer, right? And this is basically a strategy. And then you start thinking about the ideation, the concept, the plan, the channels, the tactics to use. But we're going to talk about how to actually get it implemented. I want to raise this question. So when Ben asked me about the topic for today's discussion, I was thinking, what is there to talk about? Like, we have so many speakers to talk about everything from all points of angles, and it's pretty much is the same as well. But to me, as the digital marketeer that meets different kind of businesses, startups, enterprises, semi-government entities on daily basis, so I meet around 6 companies every week, it's always the same question in my head, because they come to me and ask for new ideas, for new strategies. We have same product, but we need a new strategy. We need a creative way. And what I came to realize that oftentimes in businesses and in the digital marketing teams, there's a lot of times strategies keep on changing, and they don't last longer than a month or 3 months. Whereas in reality, we have to be more flexible with strategies when we build them and actually implement them. And we're going to talk about implementation part. When we look at the definition and structure from SparkToro, for example, here, strategy and tactics is two different ways, two different things, whereas the strategy is influenced a lot by our personal beliefs. And in this room, we have, I would say, around 60 people, 50. We have around 60 different opinions on one topic. It could be 65 different opinions on one topic. So that's where the strategists, when we're getting created, we have different opinions and visions for strategies. Whereas the tactics is exact ways how we're going to implement the strategies. And it's very important to remember that digital strategy implementation is not a linear process. What does it mean? It basically means that when we create a strategy, let's have a look around. What do we have? Can you tell me what do you have? Do you have a business, an agency? You work in a business. What kind of business is it? The sector? You can name the company. Content creation company, great. So how do you market yourself? So it's a B2B marketing, right? You're doing mostly? B2C mostly. All right. So in your strategy, for example, when you create a strategy, do you leave any kind of space for flexibility in terms of changing your digital strategy, let's say 1 month from now? Or do you build a strategy like for 1 year and we're going to follow it? Exactly. So that's what I mean when it comes to this level of marketing. But for example, do we have any kind of companies, let's talk about, I don't know, do we have any company here who's using digital marketing services, who's not really a digital marketing services provider here? Yeah, where are you guys from? Yes. Veterinary clinic. All right, great. So that's perfect. So we have a business representative here who is looking for digital marketing services, perhaps, or you want to do it yourself. So in terms of that, I often see lots of business owners and the businesses who come up with the strategy, or they ask agencies to come up with the strategy, but then they don't really follow it through. But it's not the fault of businesses at all. But the point here is the implementation. We're going to talk about just 7 ways the strategy can fail. In fact, this is from Digital Marketing Institute statistics, where they have named more than 12 ways your strategy can fail, reasons. And obviously, the first one is expectations. Having 100% expectations that your strategy that you just built is going to be 100% successful, or it's going to be so easy to implement and everybody's going to be on board with it, including your admin assistant, including your procurement department, your finance guys. Everybody's going to be on board with this strategy. This is a wrong expectation, and this goes pretty much in everything in our life, like when we have 100% expectations about something. Perception. We believe that implementation is going to be, we all have different opinions of what is the process. Something is mostly about operational, integrating the strategy for digital marketing. So, for example, if it is about new social media strategy, we're going to give a social media girl a task to do pictures every day, and that's it. In fact, this is not really about just the operational part. This is all about the vision and having all the team on board with that. And that goes to the 4th point, and the most probably important here is the internal communication. So there's a gap. I might be not talking really about the small companies who have like maybe 3 or 4 employees in their company. I'm talking about one of our customers who have 40 entities. Noor here, everybody, is from Liana Technologies, my colleague. So she knows them very well. We have a company who works with us. I can name them. It's Abu Dhabi Ports. They have 40 entities in their group, and each of the entities is basically doing different things. But mostly it's about semi-government services, business services, business setup, logistics. And they do it on a big scale. Internal communication is vital in this kind of situation. Even if in the medium-sized companies, if the digital strategy you create and you don't really communicate to all the levels of your departments, of your companies and entities, then obviously it's going to fail, or it's not going to reach the same results you've set for yourself. And as the marketing director or the manager, you will not understand what exactly went wrong, or the KPIs were not met. Why? As a business owner, the revenue is not there. We put X money into marketing, the KPIs have not met. So these are all the different ways the strategy cannot perform, simply because the implementation gaps are there. Maybe one more is not patient enough, the last one. And I think that goes to pretty much everything in our life. Sometimes in marketing as well as in digital, I mean, if you have ever launched any meta ad on Meta Ads Manager or Google Ad, there is always at least 7 days learning stage. So there is always time frame for the tools to pick up. There's always a time frame for people to get aware with your services, with your offering, and we're going to talk about marketing funnel later. But we oftentimes forget about this time gap, and we can run a campaign. Let's say we give it a month. After 1 month, I want to see X number of clients walking through this door. But then we forget that 6 weeks later, which is not exactly 4 weeks, 6 weeks later, there could be somebody who walks in through the means of that campaign. So we don't really, there's a gap of KPIs and timeline. So this could be one of the reasons we misinterpret the KPIs as well. I'll show you a couple of flowers here, very colorful. And if you have noticed yet, I love colors. Even my nails are colorful. So basically, we're going to talk about why we have to, well, instead, maybe it's wrong, not versus, but and. How to connect business strategy together with digital strategy and actually marry those concepts. We're going to talk about business strategy components are pretty much very familiar to you. So vision, mission, it's a SWOT analysis. It's the market research and deep dive into your segments of your target audience. It's about the core values. Core values are very important. It's about setting the business goals for your business for 1 year, for 2 years, long-term, short-term. Whereas digital strategy is more about tactics and how you're going to deliver these business values to the customer. So connecting those worlds. I'm putting those two concepts here because there are two different concepts of business owners and there's a concept of marketeer. And oftentimes they have different understanding of results and how they come and different marketing KPIs. So just as a reminder here, the business KPIs and marketing KPIs are completely different and we have to merge that gap with the help perhaps of marketing automation. And I'm going to explain to you how. With marketing automation, you can do wonderful things. But since we have seen here only, how many was it? 3 people use marketing automation right now currently in their company or had an experience with marketing automation. Maybe most of you know what it is, but there is, as you can see also from this crowd, right? We are all very knowledgeable, technical skills, hardcore skills with the technology. We don't use marketing automation. And that is why we meet a lot of people, me and Noor as well, we meet a lot of team from big companies who have been thinking about implementing marketing automation, have been researching about it, know pretty much everything about it, but there is always an implementation. Let's say they're slightly scared, or they're not sure how it's going to be implemented, but most of the times it's our human factor when we say, oh, it's just going to be just a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of work implementing marketing automation. It's just all those workflows we have to build. And I'm going to tell you exactly how it makes your life easier. Marketing automation is a powerful tool, as it is nowadays, and we have so many providers. I'm going to talk mostly about Liana automation because I'm from Liana Technology, and this is simply the tool I use like on daily basis. I know it the best. But I'm also familiar with other providers. It is already a powerful tool. And I'm going to talk by the end of the session about how AI actually amplifies that power and makes your life much easier. But talking about automation itself, 3 out of 4 marketeers, this is a global study, 3 out of 4 marketeers have confirmed they've noticed increase in the conversion rate after they started using marketing automation. And us personally in Liana Technologies, we have done study with our customers that effectiveness of the campaigns that they've created around using marketing automation is about 500% times more effective than just email marketing campaign, just shooting off email campaigns, newsletters. So if you have done any email marketing newsletters, if you've done any SMS marketing as its own, one-off campaigns, not automated campaigns, then you definitely have to explore marketing automation. So it basically does for you, just to explain in a data ecosystem how it connects to your data. This is a slide from our previous webinar, marketing automation. You can connect your web pages to your marketing automation, your CRM, and pretty much any point of data that can fit your marketing automation. Then you can create personalized segments based on profile, geographical location, I don't know, the language, on their digital actions, activities they've done on your website pages and so on. And then you can choose to personalize the message at the right time, at the right moment, with the right message to the right person. And this happens automatically with the help of marketing automation. Here you can see on the screen we have SMS, email and WhatsApp marketing. So WhatsApp marketing in this region is getting more and more popular among the enterprises and SMEs. And this is what you can do, for example, with Liana automation. With the help of Zendesk, Zapier integration, you can also connect the paid advertising leads that go directly to your marketing automation, get segmented, and automatic workflow goes on based on the marketing workflow you define. Data workflows, you can see some examples here. It adds it to the relevant segment, marketing automation. It segments based on your opinion, what you want to decide. Let's say we have a Facebook lead coming to the veterinary clinic that they want to use one of your services. They've seen a promotion, or they've seen that you have opened a new branch next to them. So they clicked on the ad. It goes directly into the bucket of Facebook leads. But the point is that they have not yet walked into your shop, perhaps, or they have not yet purchased your product or service that was online. So in your CRM or POS that is connected to automation, it reflects that they're not yet your customers. What happens later is that as a marketer, you define that 5 days later, I want to follow up with them. Or let's say 2 days later, let's keep them warm. I want to follow up with email content where we share maybe testimonials of our customers, or maybe it's a time-sensitive offer you had. So reminder, this weekend is the last chance for you to avail this pampering session for your pets, and so on. Or for example, the clinic services, you can buy the membership and so on. Then you can also create internal notification, for example, for people who have actually, if it is a time-sensitive offer. Lots of our real estate clients are using this actually, and I love how in real estate, actually the interdepartment system works very well, considering the salespeople, they jump immediately on marketing leads. And this is great. This is a great example of how the departments are all on the same vision in marketing KPIs. So for example, I have real estate clients, we have integrated their CRM tools into marketing automation, like as a basic level. This is the basic level automation. We get leads from all sorts of data, such as ads or the CRM or website form fill. And the salespeople immediately receive an internal notification, and they can actually call and qualify the customer immediately. So this is one of the examples of levels of automation you can create. The CRM data that has been that can be filled, you can pretty much pull any kind of data from CRM. It depends on the levels of CRM integration. On the website, you can collect different data, such as scroll data, click data, time data. And by the way, with January, the Google Chrome rolling out cookieless settings. So basically, you will be only able to optimize your website, your marketing strategies based on the first-party data or the second-party data. What does it mean? Is that you can only collect this kind of data on your website and a little bit more, but you cannot really collect the data of where else did that person go before coming to your website, and where did they go after your website. So you cannot know much more about the customer, but this is actually enough if you use marketing automation. What you can do with this is this. For example, for us, Liana Automation, we have integrated with WordPress, and about 90% of websites globally using WordPress. We have integrated with WordPress to create a dynamic content on the website using the marketing automation. So reading all that data, we can actually create a dynamic concept. Let's talk about maybe one of the newspaper magazines website, when they can actually, where the subscriber is walking on the website and they're interested only into political topic, for example. They are not going to see all the other topics, and they're going to find the information they're looking for much faster. So that benefits, and your brand is going to stand out compared to the competitors who are not personalizing the experience on the website as fast. In terms of the buyer journey, if we talk about the awareness to evaluation, decision-making, and loyalty customer, this is the job that that marketing automation can automate for you with ease. And here comes also the AI part of it, but we're going to talk about it a bit later. I want to give you a couple of examples of different industries. So here we have, at the awareness stage, we have created a lead generation campaign for one of our B2B brands here in Dubai. We have connected their social media channels, such as LinkedIn, Meta, and other social media channels where they have created paid content through the Zapier, one of the integrations, to the integration tools, to the marketing automation tool. It has created segment buckets and automated journey that was custom for each of those segments. Another example would be lead nurturing. This was one of the famous automotive brands in Dubai, and I was personally involved in this project. It was interesting because This is very basic level of marketing automation workflow. It's email, SMS follow-up, email, SMS follow-up, just 2 follow-up levels. But you can imagine how successful was this campaign. They targeted their recent prospects. It was, I think it was June and July kind of prospects, last 2 months prospects data, and their latest car customers. They've connected those 2 segments and they have personalized the data, marketing their newest car models. In the course of, you can see the gaps, 4 days, in the course of 2 weeks, they've had increased their open rate through email and SMS by 45%, and they sold 8 cars. They sold 8 cars just by creating this workflow and doing nothing and checking their automation results after 2 weeks. This was a really great example of the power of follow-up, reminders at the right time to the right person with the right message. Remarketing campaign goes around the same. This is our services client that we worked with. So we did remarketing for them we created a lead magnet. They created a lead magnet. They created content for lead magnet, which was a brochure download. And we created the remarketing around that campaign. So as simple as giving out a free digital product and then basically creating a workflow around reminding them that, did you enjoy our digital products? So which was a brochure about specific expertise. Now you positioned your brand as an expert in this industry with this digital brochure, which has about 10 pages, really good resourceful information given out for free. They downloaded it, they give you data in return. You follow up with them by the way, these are our services. We are experts in this and this and this, why you have to buy our services. And we have this promotion running out this month. This is a great opportunity for you to follow up. And you can't even imagine if you just give out the digital product and then you do the manual email marketing, for example, or you just send this data to salespeople to call. The results will not be the same as with marketing automation, where you have set up before the campaign goes live. This is our own marketing automation for onboarding our customers. So for example, you are on board with Liana Automation, you'll be receiving this email with number of guides and supporting you and reminding you to use the tool the best way, giving you tutorial videos, inviting you to webinars on marketing automation. So this is already pre-filled as a journey for our new clients. Obviously, apart from that, you'll be receiving calls from a customer success manager, account managers. Another example that we do for our hospitality clients, we work with Accor Hotels, Middle East and Asia. So we do for them upsell and cross-sell most of the times. So we create landing pages and marketing automation with email marketing campaigns. Very simple, very powerful. Once they have a new person booking their hotel, they basically create a segment for those bookings. And it could be as simple as immediately sending them an upsell opportunity of upgrading their room to a better, more beautiful room, or a cross-sell for our services. Like a day before they check in, you remind them that we have a 5-star spa service and so on. Some case study with our healthcare industry, a private eye hospital, where we actually have done for them different levels of marketing automation, not only remarketing, but also transactional automations. And here we can see that they were actually remarketing to people who have booked the appointment. So we integrated to the booking system. And of course, we had also internal notification set for the admin. So it was a very smooth client onboarding process for them. And you can see from month to month analytics on open rate increasing up to, if I'm not mistaken, 450%. That was 77% open rate, which is skyrocketed. And it was different months, provided them from different campaigns. As a marketer, you can see analytics, which campaigns perform the best. But going back to the implementation, you just saw, I don't know, maybe 6 examples of different workflows you can create. Workflows you can create according to the marketing funnel. But going back to the situation where, okay, workflows look beautiful, like all of those schemes, maybe they're complicated. Implementation part is always under the question. And here's where we can merge this gap by providing you with more support from our team. For example, with us, we can create for you a whole onboarding process. So it's not only the training we give, we also give the best advices, industry best practices. So there's always a person who helps you, who leads you, and smooth onboarding. We can even create those workflows for you together. And this is where the marketing technology is bridging the gap with the marketeers. Apart from that, we can talk about AI, right? This is another thing that will bridge the gap between marketeers and marketing automation technology. So with 𝗙𝗟𝗟𝗟𝗪 technologies, we are integrated with ChatGPT on a level so far only for the headlines. So when you want to create a marketing workflow, emails, whatever kind of content, it will suggest to you different headlines. Because yes, obviously, you will not open a mail if you don't like the subject line. So it's all about that. So ChatGPT, as of now, with marketing automation that we have, helps you to create those appealing subject lines as of now. But in the future, what we're working on, and I know personally other technology providers are working on, is auto creation of customer segments. So right now I was talking to you about the cases where we as marketeers and the company marketing teams, we were together creating those segments and defining the workflow. Now there are lots of companies that work on AI bots where you actually go, like in ChatGPT, you go and you insert your needs. I want to have for my, let's say for my Rolls-Royce campaign that is coming out in December, new car roll, I want to target this level of segments, these people, pull out the data from my CRM and, create for me marketing automation workflow. And that's what AI will do for you based on all the data that you give it. And that's it. With one description, you guys are smiling. Are you working on the same situation? Are you working with AI as well? You like the Rolls-Royce? Yeah, who doesn't? Who else likes Rolls-Royce? Shall I bring up more examples of Rolls-Royce and that stuff? Yeah. We have these things coming up soon, very soon, guys. I know companies who already work on this. Tech providers, we have lots of startups who work on this already in the world. And this is coming very soon already, where you basically work as on ChatGPT, and it will create for you the marketing journey based on your funnel, based on your requirements and your target audience. All you have to do is upload the data inside of it, and that's it. And it will create it for you based on the tech. It will provide you faster analytics and reporting. So you don't have to go around those, did we reduce cost per acquisition? Did we increase open rate? It will just give you one answer and much faster. Content input, yeah, we already know the copyright and the content created by AI is great. Suggestions and recommendations, like how can you improve and overall your digital strategy? And that's what's coming soon, very soon, and it's already happening, guys. And I hope you are going to start using marketing automation, and more of you will also start testing out and play around with AI tools. All right, so we're gonna jump into Q&A. If you guys have any questions for me, I'm ready to answer. How about you? You have any question? No? All right, we have to make this more engaging. I don't know if this was a good session. Okay, how about you? You have a question? If we have any microphones? Yeah. That looks like a, button to explode something. Hope it's not. All right, please present yourself and your question.
Mohammed Mutwalli, I'm Performance Marketing Manager in Business Link.
Sorry, which company?
Business Link. We are offering business setup services to companies and entrepreneurs.
All right.
So my question is related to the accuracy of the AI. Like, have we reached the 100% accuracy yet? Like, for example, whenever I try to create a content using the ChatGPT, I will have to do a fact check for whatever it's writing. So I just wanted to know if we have reached this point when it comes to creating the customer journey or whatever. That's all.
Yeah. Oh, so if we talk about, thank you for your question, by the way. So if we talk about AI accuracy, ChatGPT accuracy, so obviously they're still learning. So that's why it's open source. That's why it's for free for everybody to use. Why? Because it's not really for free. You are guys the one who helped to build it. So everything you write in it and you say, if I like this output, no, change it this way, it sounds better this way, create it for me shorter. All of these inputs and prompts that you put into ChatGPT are helping it to improve. So it's not 100%, and it will never be. And it's definitely not going to be better than human, obviously. But yeah, you have a follow-up question?
Yeah. When it comes to automation, like which level we have reached in the marketing automation, like for example, I have did the segmentation and everything, like they reach like the level which is gonna publish campaign itself, or how did we reach? Like, where did we reach?
No, not yet. not yet, and that's why I was thinking this is coming soon. Well, according to my knowledge, and I'm doing lots of research, of course, for myself to make my work easy as well. And it's also sort of a competitor analysis. So I'm doing that research. And to be honest, I haven't seen yet the tool that is 100% like what I described or what I have described previously, where you basically just write what you want and it basically creates for you the whole marketing process, auto-publish on social media, and then, does maybe community management as well. But we have chatbots already that do management on your social media channels. But as of the moment, it's not yet 100% and it's in development. I know multiple providers who are working on this. So it's still new.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Do we have any follow-up questions? Anyone? Ladies? Come on. Noor, you have any question for me? All right. If there would be no questions, I would thank you very much for your audience. And if you guys want to follow and connect with me, I'd love to chat with you. If you're too shy to ask questions now, you can always ask them on my social media profiles. And at that, I leave you. Thank you so much.